Hello everyone. So it's been a while since I produced a long form video. I've been doing a lot of shorts recently. Thank you very much if you've been watching. But today I want to talk about meditation techniques and how different techniques can help you along your spiritual journey and get in touch with your astral body, your physical body, and to resolve various issues in your mind. So the basic technique for meditation to get in touch with your breath and to tie that into your self-awareness of your material body is a simple one. You just have to kind of imagine a point, but feel your breath going in your left nostril, imagine the point going up here, and then out breath, point down here, in breath, point, out breath, point. But just imagine that there's a point of focus that's going in one nostril as you breathe in, out the other nostril as you breathe out, in that same nostril, then out the other nostril. So this allows you to kind of develop your ability to focus on a singular point, but also awareness of breath. Now, as you do this meditation, I recommend doing this meditation 5 to 20 minutes a day for at least 7 days. If you want to do it for longer, that'd be good. A month is also recommended, though it just depends on how much you're willing to meditate day after day. And 20 minutes is great, 30 minutes is better, 5 minutes is acceptable. But developing that ability to sense where your breath is and how your focus cooperates with your body is vital to developing a meditation practice. And meditation practice, emphasis on the word practice, because practice makes meditation better. So we also have another meditation. Now, if you feel some kind of sluggishness in your daily life, if you feel very lazy, if you feel like you just don't have the energy that you need in your day-to-day life, then you might want to use this other technique that I'm about to describe. So sitting on your meditation cushion. And all of these meditations have to do with sitting on a cushion with your hands like this or like this. Like this, palms open, facing upwards on your knees. Very good. This, if you want a little bit more focus, but really your palms should be facing upward towards the sky. So palmwards towards the sky, sitting on your meditation cushion. Just slowly breathe in, out, but very slow. But use your point of focus. Focus your attention on the bottom of your spine, your tailbone, and then envision there a flame. And as you breathe in, the flame goes up. As you breathe out, the flame goes down. As you breathe in, the flame goes up. As you breathe out, the flame goes down. And you want to kind of hold the in-breath and out-breath and the point in between. You want to hold for at least 3 to 5 seconds. So if I'm breathing out, I'll hold that for 5 seconds. Breathe in, hold for 5 seconds. Breathe out, hold for 5 seconds. Now, this point between breaths, in and out, and in between, it's kind of vital for your energy to kind of recalibrate itself before the next inhalation or exhalation. It's almost like your energy is trying to figure out exactly what's going on in between these places, but you kind of want to give those seconds at least at these various points so that your energy is recalibrating to your body. But this that flame meditation, in, out, that really helps you get over some kind of blockage along your chakras, along your spine, and any kind of energy that's kind of swelled at the bottom of your spine. It kind of penetrates that and allows your whole system to start to breathe in and out again. And your whole body should feel more energetic after doing this for at least 7 days. At the very least, 5 minutes a day, ideally 20 minutes a day, so that everything allows this process to continue rather than it just being in starts and sputters, but continue this process again and again and again. Now we have another meditation that I'm going to discuss. So if you feel like your heart chakra or your heart is not open, if you feel like there's some kind of negativity dwelling in your heart and you can't quite get over something, whether it be emotionally, even logically, mentally, or maybe even it's as deep as spiritually. If there's something you can't quite get over, there's a good meditation that you can practice. So you're sitting in your meditation posture, palms up towards the sky once again, or like that. Point of focus like that, palms up if you're just trying to open yourself up to everything. So you sit in your meditation posture, cross-legged on the cushion, and you imagine this flower, lotus, where your heart is as you're sitting with your eyes closed. And you imagine this lotus is kind of turning in its place where your heart is, kind of slowly turning. And then you imagine a point right at the heart of that lotus. It could be a white light, it could be yellow, it could be purple, blue, whatever you want to view this point as being. Imagine that point of light at the center of that lotus is spewing out rays in all directions, kind of casting a general hue around your area, just out of that lotus in your heart. And as that lotus turns and as those rays go out, just imagine that lotus there with that point right there in the center. Just imagine that lotus pushing out light as the lotus spins, pushing out light as the lotus spins. Now, you can do that and leave the meditation there, and that'll help you to relieve some kind of emotional trouble that you might have within your body and within your mind. But if you want to add to the meditation and allow it to be even more spiritually beneficial, imagine above that point, you have a lotus, a point of light spewing out rays, and then we have another lotus. Imagine another lotus in your mind's eye where your heart is, and imagine that lotus also turning. And imagine those rays going between the petals of both lotuses, one on the bottom, one on the top, the rays going outward. Now, the lotus of the heart is our connection to really our astral body, but our causal body as well, but our very spiritual bodies and our life force itself. All of these places meet where compassion blossoms. And compassion, it's not incorrect to say, blossoms in our heart. It's not necessarily our brain. It's not necessarily our logical faculties or our ability to understand things. It is in our heart. Just like the saying goes, all of these kinds of emotions happen in the heart. They really do. And that's where our various bodies, as far as our compassionate selves in these various bodies, connect right at the heart. So us viewing light coming out of two hearts, or two lotuses, one on the bottom, one on the top, we're connecting to the various dimensions and then allowing that light to exist in our various forms as it spews out light in all directions. It connects us to our various selves and allows our compassion to kind of blossom, but also become more focused. Because most of the time when we're meditating on anything, our focus is building. Our ability to maintain focus, maintain an image in our mind, and our ability to concentrate are very much connected to our ability to progress along the spiritual path. Because no matter what spiritual path you're on, you're going to need a powerful mind. And this lotus meditation allows your powerful mind to be rooted in compassion. And that is something that I think that everyone needs. The final meditation I want to go over today is one that I've covered in a YouTube short and a TikTok video before. But I think it's one that's been so vital to my spiritual path that I kind of want to go over it again in a longer form video. So this meditation involves you sitting in a meditation cushion, hands towards the sky, on your knees, eyes closed. But you imagine yourself in your mind's eye that you don't have a head, that your head is cut off right about there. And you might even try to feel the sensation of there being a lip in your neck right there where there is nothing above. That might help ground you into this meditation and into this experience. But imagine not having a head. And you're sitting in your meditation cushion and you're facing a deity, a chosen symbol, some kind of form of god, goddess, or various being that you look up to, and you're sitting before your altars, you're sitting before your shrine. And you're you have your eyes closed, but you have your face directed towards this deity. In my case, it's Ma Kali. But you're envisioning yourself from various points. Your left, your right, from back, top, viewing your body as not having a head. Maybe even feeling the seam once again. But when you view yourself from your deity's standpoint, you might view your deity as also putting out light rays. But you're looking down at your body and you just see a headless body. No head there. Now, when you shift your focus and you're imagining in this meditation towards your deity, the deity should be putting off some kind of light. It could be white light, it could be yellow light, it could be purple, blue. Whatever you view your deity and your connection to God as putting off as far as light goes, imagine that emitting from your deity. And imagine that going towards your body. So when you look from the position of your deity, you're looking down at your body and you're just seeing these light rays going towards and around in the space. Now, allowing oneself to imagine oneself without the head is extremely powerful. The light from the deity is obvious. Your deity is projecting light upon you, and you want to meditate upon that. But you not having a head, most of our egoism, our selfishness, and our kind of materialism of who we are is very much centered in the head, and our thoughts and our actions themselves come from thoughts that we think up. But everything egoic is in the head. When we meditate on not having a head, on there not being a head there, us not having a face that we can identify, anything like that, then we're separating our ego from our true being. We're separating our body from awareness. What remains is awareness, because we're not heads. We're not a body. We're not these lines that make up our various forms. We are awareness at a particular place, at a particular frequency, but we are awareness. If we were to remove the body completely, yet somehow still remain alive, awareness is there. That's what we truly are. So the more that we meditate with this headlessness, and the more that we meditate in front of our deity as kind of an anchoring point to light, to goodness, to virtue, to spirituality, our deity being the anchoring point, our awareness is focused on as being there even though we don't have a head, even though we don't have anything to identify with. And you can extend this meditation further by just imagining yourself as not being there at all on your meditation cushion, usually still with a deity projecting light, though that is not completely necessary. But you can meditate and view yourself as not being there on the meditation cushion and just see the space where you are as completely empty. But just focusing on that space and allowing the awareness that exists in that space to be your focus rather than your body being the focus. This meditation can be as complicated or as specific as you desire, but there's a lot of elements there that you can play with. But overall, the reason for this particular meditation is that we're not identifying with the body. We're identifying with the awareness that is there in the body, even when the body is gone. And once again, anchoring point, deity. Anchoring point in something that brings us up so that we're not just completely lost in some kind of void with no anchor. But yeah, so these have been a few different meditation techniques. I hope that these have been useful. I hope this has been interesting. Like this video, it really helps out the channel. Feel free to share this wherever you like, and feel free to comment in the comment section below. I respond to all comments as long as they are nice. And once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope all of you have a wonderful day.